Looks like some red pill content creators have got called out for doing some questionable stuff. Well, lucky I'm here to talk about it. The stuff in question, you may ask, it includes things like abusing women, telling women that they should be, they should stay in a relationship when they get abused, and all that sort of good stuff. And you know what? Honestly, to me, it doesn't really fucking baffle me that this shit comes out about them. Like, this sort of stuff is honestly commonplace in these sort of communities. So the person we're going to be talking about today is MLD, aka Modern Life Dickhead. He is one of those content creators who has not a single thought about himself. All of the stuff that he says you can pretty much find all over the manosphere. And that's pretty much it, dude. I've really got nothing to say about him. He lives in Japan, and I really don't know what to say, dude. There's nothing he's done that's even like unique. Like he's got his own date, he's got his own podcast, he's got his own fucking dating site. It's all the same, really. Now, I have done a video on him before. Go check that out if you want to. And let's just say it was a very cringy advertisement for one of his programs or something. You know, I can't remember the price, but it was like $5,000 to be in this fucking community or something. Oh, it's stupid. So I hope that's a somewhat decent introduction, and let's get into it. So the first clip that we're going to be taking a look at comes from Destiny, where he was on the podcast with John, and the topic of abuse came around. So I'll just play a few real quick, and I'll see you soon.
If there's someone that's very, very young, might be really religious and like values marriage a lot, and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20, and then a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive.
From who?
From both.
This is so rare.
Anyone
so
really.
Rare.
It happens.
Go on.
My point is, I'm just, even though it might be rare from what you guys think,
it is.
If it would happen, what would you recommend for those people to do? Would they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going.
You can't divorce. I mean, that's not a real thing. You can like separate. See, his Catholic background shines through. He knows. You can't divorce. You can separate, but you can't actually divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive.
You got to endure. People are too.
You want to stick into the relationship.
People are just.
Look,
people
I'm
nowadays are just pussies. Everybody fucking quit.
Yeah, did you hear that? Everyone's just pussies. All women are just pussies because they take their beating and they leave the relationship. I know, it sounds fucking crazy. But apparently that's not what he said. This is what he said.
It was just funny. Like, this thing is a whole gigantic circus of idiots, really. So basically they had me on the show, right? So they had me on Valuetainment Money, and I had already been I'm going viral right now for people they're misconstruing what I'm saying. They're saying that like I'm saying that if a woman is in a relationship and a man is physically beating her, she should endure these beatings continuously and try to make the relationship work. That's what they're saying.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's not what I meant. I don't think anybody in their right mind would go on the internet and say that with like, an audience of millions of people watching.
Well, what exactly did you say? Of course,
I just said that if there is one instance of like a physical strike from either party, I don't think that's a reason to destroy a relationship and destroy a family. Like,
why would he say that?
Oh, you all take me out of context. Bruh, I fucking looked at the entire podcast itself, and what context did I miss? You literally said that women should stay in these relationships, even if they are getting abused. It's crazy. And he says this as well. He says, even if it's just one time, even if you are striking your significant other, you should stay in the relationship. I don't know why he comes to this conclusion. Like, I think that there are so many levels you have to get to before you lay your hand on your partner. And honestly, this guy is just so fucking stupid because he's been on Damage Control lately, going on other podcasts and giving his thoughts on it and just trying to tell everyone what he really meant. So that's the first fucking thing this guy has done. So 2 other things, all in the span of a week. I guess you could say this guy has not had the greatest week on YouTube. So the next thing that happened revolving around this guy this week is that he went on Adam's podcast and had a confrontation with one of the people on the panels who happened to be a woman and absolutely fucking destroyed him. Like, take a look at this.
For what made you upset? Can somebody
men.
tell me what
You're
I
an
said that everybody's
example
so
for
upset
men.
about that I'm
That's
still
you
waiting
make
on?
content.
Like, listen to this. So she's saying that in the chat a couple days ago or something, MLD was saying, oh, she was fat, she was stupid, and he's just saying, oh, I don't remember, I don't remember, and all red pillars, watch this.
It was his name with the check mark in the
Do
chat.
you recall doing that? I guess so.
I guess so.
Oh, now suddenly you remember. Suddenly you remember you talking about this. This is what I mean. This guy got absolutely roasted. This guy got absolutely fucking roasted by these women. And it's so fucking funny when these tables are turned. You give these guys a shred of pushback, they crumble like a tower of cards. Now, the last thing that this guy did, which happened to be a lot more serious, was apparently in Japan where he lives, because he comes from Japan and he's not from... he lives in Japan, but he's not really from America, is apparently he glassed a woman in Japan, and apparently she has like a scar across her eye, and she hasn't come back yet. And a lot of text messages seem to support it. I'll link Alban Preacher's video if you want to go check it out in full context. But honestly, this shit looks really concerning. I love how all of these guys say, we love women. We want a stable woman. But then this shit comes out about them? Really? These are your kings? And again, I don't really care. It's not my position to tell you what you should want in dating. It really isn't. But the fact that these guys have come out here and said, this is what we want to do, this is what we want, and anyone who doesn't fucking cave into what we fucking say, well, we're gonna call you blue-pilled and all that sort of stuff.